It is blazing hot at Carrington and the entire Manchester United as Sir Jim Ratcliffe is not impressed with what's happening as after investing so much money in bringing in a solid management team, a new manager, things are not moving right and someone has got to pay for it. And guess what? Dan Ashworth is no more. KK,
Yeah, man.
that shocked me out of my comfort and I had to look for you. How shocking was it for you that of all people, Dan Ashworth is leaving the INEOS project now?
I mean, it was too early for us to be shocked. We just met the guy. I didn't even know the guy's second name properly. I didn't even know if he was Ashworth in the first place. But I mean, give me time to love you.
Yeah.
I mean, even in our country, Uganda, businesses at least close after 1 year.
Yeah.
That guy was there for 5
5
months.
months.
That is nothing.
What could have happened? What could have gone wrong?
I mean, when you go through the papers all day, or the online papers, oh, he picked English managers, oh, he didn't like Amorim, oh, this, and so you can read into that, what they let you believe.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy who brought these players, but those players, there's nothing wrong with them. Zax is still young, he's getting there, he was in the Serie A team of the season. Euro almost joined Real Madrid, so the players he got for United, not too bad. Is there anything wrong? I think probably was an inside thing. Maybe he stole money. but in terms of football related, I don't think I can fire you after 5 months, because everything.
Could it be an ego thing? Could they have fallen out?
There were too many cooks.
Yeah.
I've seen that line like in three different places, and I think there were too many. There's a time where we broke down the Man U hierarchy. As if a primary school in the village.
Yeah, some sort of ambiguity. But
it's like a university.
This definitely has some effects, and they might be positive, and that would vindicate Sir Jim. But if the results are not positive, I heard there was an emergency meeting.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was to try and calm the storm.
Yeah.
Calm the players and stuff. But how does this impact the players?
I mean, it's confusing because again, 5 of the guys were talked to by this dude, and many of the players played under his setup for the England under 17, under 20. The entire, I think, footballing world is a bit shocked by all this, but that is why it is the things that they're giving us reasons just don't make sense, because in every company there's got to be a no man, a yes man. We can't agree on everything. So if you liked Southgate and the other guys, and if you liked certain players and if you did this, there's room to improve. But that firing meant it felt like something maybe he abused somebody. But like when you go back, many companies, you can do something like I mentioned the money thing because you can do something criminal related.
Yeah.
And I could talk maybe abuse of somebody, sexual, and they say, listen, we won't embarrass you for the public. We'll allow to say it was a mutual breakup, and let's let it be on footballing reasons. Let's be professional enough to protect you.
But okay, either way, and I hear you. It could be
because it makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but either way, for me, it exposes INEOS as a bunch of guys who are not. They don't really have a plan.
But that's the thing. If it's football related, then yes, it exposes INEOS.
Yeah.
But if it is an inside thing, then you actually think, oh, INEOS are doing it the right way. They're protecting a guy's image.
Anyway, we would never know. Perhaps we will never know unless he came up after some years and spoke about it.
It's so early. I mean, I can take you back to the Boston Celtics. There's a guy who we got called Ime Udoka. He came in to replace Brad Stevens. Ime came in, we loved him, the first black coach since Doc Rivers. We loved the players. Because of Ime, got to the NBA Finals 2022. Coming back into the summer, the build-up, whatever, Ime is fired. It's undercover. It turns out there was something with the bosses. And then he was suspended for 1 year. Exactly. And
I get it. But let's look at the players. We have an upcoming game on Thursday, this Europa League game.
I wish I could pronounce these names, bro. We need to leave the Europa League.
Yeah. But
I miss playing Barcelona, Juventus. But now Panadol, Pittsburgh.
Come on, you just
watered it down. I
don't even feel like talking about it anymore.
They feel like Netflix titles.
But it could be a turning point, though. It's been heading south for us.
Every game is a turning point, man.
2 losses, 2 back-to-back losses. We must obliterate, for lack of a better word. I don't know the stronger term for that. Must dismiss off this Victoria Pleasant to make a statement, because we have a solid about 6 or 7 fixtures after that.
It's hell after that.
How important is this game on Thursday?
Actually, this game it actually will tell us where we are in life, because we go into these games thinking we need to score 6. 44 minutes in, we're actually 1 goal down. against the cat team
Man.
and thinking,
Well, I was shocked.
every game we go into, we're going with hope. But halfway through the game, you realize, life is actually hard.
Yeah.
God, my strikers, who I bought 100 million, can't even scare a keeper.
Do you feel Amorim now should have mastered his starting 11? And
It's hard, man. We can't master a sporting director.
because, man, that has been an issue. Because
And from how he talks, because it feels like he picks teams basing on the opposition. Oh, these guys have two centre backs who are built like Wachiga, let me put this here. These guys have this, let me put this here. But if it is...
That's right. No coach does. No coach does. Eventually, you've got to figure out a starting 11.
Guys you trust. Yeah.
And just keep switching 1-2 positions.
I mean, right now what he's doing is basically giving these players a knife, fight for your numbers. And in the Arsenal game, Nottingham Forest, and the other games,
we're still at that stage.
I think we have like 2 more games to understand our 11. I think after, what's the team called?
Victoria Pleasant.
Oh gosh, they better be pleasing on the eye when you play them. After those guys, the Manchester Derby is the game where the guys he chooses could be his guys. Yeah.
And the boys are fit. Yoro is there. All these young kids are fit.
And they're getting into every game. They're getting more game action because again, players are waiting and fans are waiting for action. You know, the guys just got in the team. Even in your relationship, you know, by the third week at least.
I don't want to imagine him losing to Man City when Ten Hag beat him in the final. I think the Ten Hag army that's a bit silent now. Those who are not for Ten Hag leaving would certainly resurrect. The back three can't work. But anyhow, besides Man City, who are a sleeping lion now?
Yeah.
So you can
they're waking up. The brain is back.
On us, but there is a series of other tough games culminating in Arsenal.
Yeah. City, Manchester Derby.
Yeah.
Tottenham away.
Then Newcastle.
Then there's Bournemouth. Yeah.
Home. That's at home, I think.
Yeah.
Then
you go Newcastle.
There's Newcastle.
Then you go Liverpool.
Then Arsenal. 12th of January.
Yeah.
What would success be for Ruben Amorim? Because there are certain people who are thinking Amorim might be the next victim after the 7th game.
You know, I was telling my friends in a WhatsApp group, but guys, me, all I want is for us to play well.
Well, yeah.
Play like, not just play to keep the ball, but the other keepers make some saves. Look scary. Let the fans live on the edge of their seats. And even if I don't win those games,
but you say fight a performance.
Because it's tough to win the Premier League. You also know this.
We're not ready for that.
It's tough to get even a point. You know? Tottenham thought they had 3 the other day. Cole Palmer was like, hold my cold pint. So, that's what I mean. So, I don't know.
So, as long as there's a fight,
give me a fight.
We lose the way you lost against us.
Don't lose at home. Say, okay, the home games I won't lose. Get back Amorim's proud home record, no matter who you're playing. Say, I know it's City. I know we're down to 9 men, but we're not losing at home. Put up a good fight in all your games. Then the teams you need to beat, I think Bournemouth and Newcastle, you need to beat. I know Newcastle, we have history, but if it's the first game of the year, 5th, we're going to the brand new year. I don't want to have vibes of last year. I need to put everything on the line and beat up Newcastle. But also play knowing that what Ruud van Nistelrooy is doing at Leicester, they'll keep comparing.
Yeah, true.
Amorim and interim. You know?
That's one. The funny thing is, I feel like even in the games we've lost, every game we're improving since Amorim came. I feel like every game
we're understanding his football better. The players are getting to understand what he wants, getting to slow, because the game has to slow down for you as a player. And a guy like Rashford, we discussed recently, how many coaches has Rashford had? A Dutch coach, a what coach, an Austrian coach. So in his head, all this stuff, you get.
They need to click it right to get the best of him.
He's got a Portuguese guy who believes in this. So everything has got to slow down for you. What they expect from you, your runs.
Taking too much information, probably.
We have too many
many assistants, so many water. Garnacho, man, we can't go without talking about Garnacho. Whatever is happening.
Alejandro.
Sajima sent a message. No nonsense. Anyone can go.
We are mediocre, man.
We are mediocre. Garnacho is culprit number 1. Doesn't he bring back wrong vibes? I'm beginning to feel bad about him. We've seen kids come, excite us.
Who speaks to you in your heart? Who do you feel? Give me a name.
Januzaj.
Oh,
that boy.
Adnan Januzaj. Yeah, a bit like Garnacho on the fringes of this national team. Belgium, Argentina could be playing, but not really yet there. The maturity is still lacking. The skill is there. You beat a man, you score an extraordinary goal. But again, you're supposed to give me 90. You're Manchester United player. It's supposed to be 90 minutes. Defense, offense.
The best that never was. That boy.
Do you think he's sliding into that hole, or do you think he'll wake up?
I think it's early days to make that conclusion,
Yeah.
and I feel like coaches have trusted him enough.
Yeah.
If it fails with Amorim, I'm not sure anyone will trust him. It will be difficult for him to stay up because he has started at the topmost level,
Yeah.
shown his potential. If it fails there, you're crushed. His ego.
The good thing is this: he's always available. At least fitness-wise, he's one guy you don't really, and that's if a player can get over their physical hump, he's got that. I think,
and he's young.
It's a maturity thing. Also, you know, a winning team breeds winning habits. If we start winning games and looking good, can actually be more confident. But now we're looking for goals. Guys are panicking. There, he knows if I don't.
Let's give him that benefit. Anyhow,
but he'll be right.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, don't send him away.
In all this, will Man United be all right?
If you bring Sancho back, no. Listen, I think that's a tough question because it depends on what level. On what grounds?
All right for Man United.
They'll always be all right.
Champions League places.
Which year?
Man, you're not even sure.
Oh man, it's tough.
The first time KK isn't sure about Man United.
I'm actually sure. It's just we need time.
We need time.
Yeah.
But our time is up, man.
It is
Thank
up.
you so much.